Hello to all my online classes. I just wanted to take the time to just go over what needs to be done in papers again one more time. I have examples that I've posted for you on announcements, but I'm still seeing some struggling taking place with many of you that I just want to kind of narrow down, maybe help you visualize better. So what is it that a professor is always going to be looking for in your papers? Okay, when I'm reading, you're going to paraphrase, or you're going to have a direct quote on much of what you write. So when you're putting something from your head, where you're making an illustration or making some sort of creative way to articulate what you want to or need to, that you don't need to cite anything, right? Because it's coming from your head. So let's say that you go and you explain something about Ivan Grozny, Ivan the Formidable, Ivan the Terrible. And you start talking about he did this and that and this with the Boyers and his wife and blah, blah, blah. Okay, where did you get that information from, right? So that's what, you're not maybe necessarily having a direct quote, but by the time you're done articulating that history, it's because you read it in one of the textbooks, or you heard it on one of the videos, right? And so after you're done with that, there just needs to be a citation showing where that information came from, since it didn't just come magically from your head. And in the text, you're going to say the source. Now, the whole point of this class is that you don't do research, that we're trying to get you to really focus on the material that we cover in class, in the modules, and you're just showing me that you're using that source that was in the module to get that particular information, whatever that is. You follow that? Now, a direct quote is a much more obvious place to put a citation. So your papers should always be full of way more than one or two citations. You don't have to put it after every sentence, but I mean, just think about it like you write a paragraph. Where did that paragraph come from, source-wise? There should probably be at least one citation, right? Within, right after the paragraph, saying where you got that information from. And that's how it will always go for all papers. Now, if you are a history major at a university, you're going to be required to use the Chicago-style citation method. If you're a psychiatrist, or you're studying psychiatry or psychology, I think it's APA, and then in English department, it's MLA. There's different things. I'm not having you do a particular style, so I'm showing that you should have just give me something that shows in parentheses that the source from our module. Now, some of you are putting crash course, but you're not putting which crash course, or you're putting textbook, and you're not giving me the chapter or the page. So the other thing that's very important is it just needs to be this, that your professor, okay, when I'm grading, for me, I should be able to go see your citation, look it up immediately, and see that that's exactly where the information came from. Does that make sense? So I hope that helps. Please, let's get on board with this. This is the most important part of the writing assignments that we do, and to get down and to understand. And I know it's a challenge too, as well. So I do sympathize with that. You're probably noticing that I'm just transitioning to a lot more extra credit papers that are optional. So at this point now, you are being given many opportunities to catch up or find ways to enhance your grade and have some breathing space, some breathing room to get through and do what you need to do. So please take advantage of that. I know that I have been extremely busy working almost every day at another job. Many of you are in the same boat. I'm always going to try to be there for you. Forgive me when I'm slow to respond to things. I'm doing my best, but I'm also trying to provide ways out for all of you on finding success in the class. Okay, hopefully this helps.